oldest musical instrument in the world. Music is often called the world's universal language. No matter where somewhere may be from, everyone seems to understand the feelings that music evokes. While we may never know for sure when our ancestors first developed music, we do know that some of the earliest examples of musical instruments appeared over 40,000 years ago. 1. Geisenklusterne flutes. The three flutes found at the Geisenklusterne cave archaeological site are the oldest instruments in the world. Two of the flutes are made from the bones of mute swans, and the other flute is made from mammoth-ivory. Researchers have radiocarbon dated the flutes and estimate that they are between 42,000 and 43,000 years old. The flutes are linked to the ornation and archaeological culture associated with the earliest modern humans in Europe. Some researchers believe that these flutes and other early musical instruments helped large groups of early humans develop and maintain strong bonds. They believe that these bonds helped our species expand its territories further than the more conservative Neanderthals who extinct in most parts of Europe about 30,000 years ago. 2. Divya Babe Flute. Prior to the discovery of older bone flutes, the Divya Babe flute was considered the oldest example of a musical instrument ever found in the world. Over the years, the flute has drawn differing opinions over who made the flute and whether or not it's actually a man-made object in the first place. Some archaeologists believe that the flute was made by the Neanderthals, while others have suggested that it was made by Cro-Magnons. In 2015, a new study was released stating that the flute was actually just a bone chewed up by hyenas. If the findings in the study are true, there is now no existing evidence that Neanderthals possesses the knowledge to make musical instruments. Despite the new findings, the flute is currently displayed in the National Museum of Slovenia as a Neanderthal flute. 3. Hohlfels flute. The flute from the Hohlfels cave was discovered in the fall of 2008 and is between 35,000 to 40,000 years old. Of all the ancient bone flutes uncovered so far, the one from Hohlfels is the most complete and closely resembles a modern-day flute. The instrument is about 8.5 inches long, and the part of the instrument where the musician blows into is still intact. Archaeologists say that this flute and the other found in the region demonstrate the presence of a well-established musical tradition at the time when modern humans colonized Europe. A few years ago, Wolf Hine, an experimental archaeologist, made a replica of the flute and used it to play the Star-Spangled Banner. 4. Isturitz flutes. The flutes found at the Isturitz archaeological site in the southwestern France range in age from about 20,000 to 35,000 years old. Fragments from more than 20 separate flutes were uncovered at the site. The flutes were made by various cultures that lived in the area, including Aurignacian, Croatian, and Magdalenian. While most of the flutes are in pieces, two of the most complete flutes were created by the Croatian culture and are between 22,000 and 28,000 years old. These flutes are well crafted and show obvious signs of use, especially around the finger holes. The area around the finger holes look polished, which has been interpreted as wear from playing. 5. Bull roarer. The bull roarer is a ritual musical instrument used by many ancient and current cultures around the world. Historically, it was used for communicating over long distances. The oldest known example of a bull roarer was found in Ukraine, dating back to the Paleolithic period. In addition to the oldest bull roarer from Ukraine, archaeologists have uncovered ancient bull roarers in other parts of Europe, Asia, Africa, the Indian subcontinent, Australia, and the Americas. Although several cultures have used the bull roarer, Australian Aborigines are best known for using the instrument. Aborigines use the bull roarer in initiation ceremonies in burials to ward off evil spirits and against bad omens.